Go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Motorsports Digest. This video is sponsored by Gutswear Racing. He's a big-ass IndyCar, Formula One, IMSA, diecast dealer, I guess. He is one of the largest distributors of green light Indy cars in Indiana, I believe. But we have partnered with him, and we are doing a giveaway, and it is live on our Facebook page. We are giving away these two 164 cars for free. We'll pay the shipping and all that. So head over to our Facebook page. It should be pinned at the top. So once you go there at Motorsports Digest on Facebook, that should be the first thing that you see. Now, Garrett, we had a wonderful week of racing. We had 4 practices, I believe. 3 or 4 practices at the Indy 500 and 2 qualifying sessions.
2 qualifying and then
I think it was 3 practice sessions.
Fast 9 is the qualifying. So
yeah. So we're going to go ahead. If you guys don't know, we're going to go ahead and do the top 3 starting on this Sunday. So the Sunday is the Indy 500, the 104th running. Marco Andretti has been out of the Andretti curse. 33 years since an Andretti has won pole.
First time Marco Andretti or any Andretti has been on the pole in
33 years.
33 or 36 years. Crazy shit right there. Last time it was Marco.
And he beat Scott Dixon. If you round up the speed, it was by 0.02 of a second.
That's crazy.
So,
so
you've got Marco Andretti in first, Scott Dixon in second, and then Takuma Sato is running third. Y'all can hate on Takuma Sato all you want, but this man is rising. He's upcoming. He's been super fast with Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing, and I'm a strong believer that he can possibly do it again.
I mean, he did it in 2017.
Right. 3 years, maybe he can come back again.
Oh, I think it's going to be a tough one, dude. Right?
Oh, for sure. It's going to be sick. I'm excited. I mean, my boy Connor Daly, he didn't have the practice and qualifying that he hoped for.
Yeah.
But there's also some speculations of Honda engines being somewhat a little bit better than the Chevy engines. So they're trying to figure out the gap before Sunday's race. So
that's the good thing, dude. With IndyCar and really any motorsports, anything can happen within any of those laps, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I do think that it's 500 miles, so I think it's 200 laps.
And you're at where racing started.
Yeah.
That can happen.
So. Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Row 2, we've got Rinus VK, which you and we were just talking about before we started the show. This man is a rookie. He has had nothing but speed all year round. Nothing but speed. Ryan Hunter-Reay is going to be starting in 5th. He will be in the middle of the second row. And James Hinchcliffe, he's going to be starting 6th. He will be outside row 2. So yeah, we'll just stop at those 2. I'm really glad Andretti Autosport picked up James Hinchcliffe. With him not being with Schmidt-Peterson Motorsports, it kind of put a toll on his racing career. So I'm really excited to see him back with a good team too. Andretti Autosport, they've had speed all week long, so he could possibly be a contender too.
I've said it every week that we've talked about the 500. I don't care who wins as long as it's not Penske, because if Penske wins, it's rigged. So I'll just say that.
Rigged.
Rigged.
Oh boy.
He owns the series. He owns the track. He's about to own I think, what track was it? He's about to own another track if no one buys it and within a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We covered it on the on another episode.
Not long ago, but speaking of rookies, okay, Austin Dillon wasn't able to race this week at Daytona Road Course.
Mm.
And a rookie driver fills in for him. Never raced at all in Cup Series, especially at the very first Daytona Road Course.
Ever in history.
I got to check what his name was real quick.
Kaz Grala.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yep. I don't care what the hell you're doing. If you're in Walmart listening to us, if you're on the road listening to us, give this man a round of applause. He led laps at the first ever NASCAR Cup Series race on the road course at Daytona.
He did what a lot of legendary drivers who are veterans, who are active, could not do. He led,
Absolutely.
even though, that was because 2 drivers pitted, but he still led laps. He
was a contender. He didn't wreck out. I ain't even gonna front. I heard, hey, Kaz Grala is gonna come in and he's gonna drive the number 3 for Austin Dillon. Now, you know what my mind thought was? Great, we're gonna have a shit ton of wrecks. Pardon my French, but whenever you have somebody that is not used to the equipment of top tier drivers, and you're going to, hey, I don't think they even had to practice.
They didn't.
No. So this man being thrown into this car strapped in the American Ethanol number 3 for Richard Childress Racing, he is the 3rd driver to drive the famed number 3 car. I don't give this man a round of applause.
Legendary drive. I mean, top 10 in his very first. He ended up 8th place. I don't care who you are. To me, that's enough to be able to say, hey, you know what? Let's hire.
Hey, let's make him a consideration.
Yeah. Even if
you've got a whole lot of empty spots.
You're not going to see, a lot of big name teams obviously give this guy a light, but I don't even give a shit, dude. If Bubba Wallace were to leave Petty Motorsports, I wouldn't mind seeing that guy take his spot.
Right.
In my eyes, he is performing just as well as, Bubba did in all of the years. I don't think Bubba
for sure.
Bubba Wallace has a top 10, and it was here in Indianapolis, I think. Or it was
I think so.
One of the two. It was like 2nd place, but I mean, still, I see him.
That was, and I was very surprised. Okay, so you had the truck series, you had your cautions, your Xfinity series, you had the whole top 10 missed the first turn on the last restart. Austin Cindric clutched that win. Props to him winning 5 out of the last 6 races.
Yeah.
But the Cup Series, not one you got Kyle Busch. He brought out the caution.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was any other cautions related to drivers being wrecked or anything.
Kevin Harvick, his didn't even bring out one when he got spun.
Right, and Bubba Wallace, whenever he got spun out, which honestly, if you throw it back to whenever Alex Bowman and Bubba Wallace had the beef at the Roval, I think this was just the nail on the head.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because they both went into turn 1. Mm-hmm. People can say, "Oh, well, Joey Logano bumped into on the aerial view." Boom. Alex Bowman straight clutched his left rear, his driver's side quarter panel, and which spun him around.
And I don't care what anybody says. I still hate Bubba Wallace, but I'd like to see some feuds go on between him and
Oh yeah.
But,
2020 can't get much better, so we got to see something else.
I realized this today. We are only 3 races away from the playoffs.
Yep.
You have Dover, these next 2 races. And then you go to Daytona, I think.
Yeah. Daytona, and then I think Darlington.
Yeah, Darlington's the first race in the playoffs. That's right. Because it's where they're doing all their throwback schemes and.
Yep. Which there are a bunch of cool ones.
Yeah.
Which I wish we could throw them on this, but that'll be too much editing to do.
Well, I mean, I can. I wish, man. I wish it was sooner. I want to see the playoffs now. I don't want to see it.
Right. But hey, once we go into November and we're done with racing, what do we got to talk about?
We'll talk about
But
the, uh, all the new.
I mean, hell, we could be I don't know, a mediator for Lionel Racing.
Yeah.
We talk with Gutswear, try and get some more interviews on their off time with drivers. But okay, so we had Kaz Gralla in the number 3. He did really good.
Yeah. Speaking of number 3,
Austin Cindric, 5 out of the last 6 races. This man might be winning this championship this year. I don't know where he is in standing points,
are you talking?
but
Or no?
Austin Cindric,
Yeah, Xfinity, right?
yeah,
I would like to see that. I'd like to see Austin Cindric win it.
yeah.
I'd like to see
So
some drivers though that have been kicking ass this year come up to Cup Series also. But
yeah, like Chase Briscoe.
yeah,
Yeah. So I was watching another podcast video on NASCAR, and I heard that Bubba Wallace has ownership, some ownership of Richard Petty Motorsports. So this guy was speculating, saying, he probably won't leave because of his ownership.
yeah.
So that could possibly mean that, hey, the 42 is back open. So, and Kyle Larson might be coming back next year.
Yeah, the dude has been kicking ass. Even though NASCAR is trying so hard to like hide him away from the series, you can't hide a man who has gone and won 5 races in World of Outlaws.
You can't hide talent.
Yeah. And he's not winning these small races that are like, oh, anybody can win. No, he's winning these
Right.
races on these tracks that people generally see as, the top tier tracks.
Right. So, Christopher Bell is actually taking Eric Jones' spot at JGR. There's also word that Hendrick Motorsports might be going to 3 cars.
I'd like to see that.
So you'll have Bowman, Byron, and Elliott. But, who wants to drive the famed 48, 7-time Cup championship car? Well, I guess the number would be, but
who isn't showing potential. You got to give it to a driver who's showing.
right. Like, hell, Chase Briscoe, another Indiana boy. He's got, I know that he's running for Roush Fenway Racing. He's got a lot of potential. But, he might be an offer. He might be a consideration. He's got the talent. He's got the speed.
Yeah. He's got the ability. He's got championship potential. But I really do. I think Jimmy Johnson is going to put a lot of word into who drives that car. I think they're going to give him,
that's if they don't go to 3 cars.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to go ahead and read off, the list I'm talking about. I have a list of notes. It's not in any particular order, so it's probably going to go up and down, through series and whatnot. But Bobby Labonte has just announced that he is going to be joining the Superstar Racing Experience with Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
Couple other drivers, if you guys don't know, that are joining is Bobby Labonte just joined.
Got Tony Kanaan.
Paul Tracy, Tony Kanaan, Tony Stewart, and that's just who that they've announced so far.
We've got at least a dozen drivers who are going to come and do it.
So there's 6 races next year, all the same equipment.
Yeah. At first, when I heard that Tony Kanaan was going to do it, I was like, okay, then how is he going to run in a truck race? How's he going to run the truck series with Kyle Busch? But because this takes place after the race season.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it takes place either in the spring before NASCAR will start, or right after NASCAR ends next season.
Huh. And it's all short track racing too, so that'll be fun.
All short track. Each driver will have a brand new crew chief every week.
Yeah, so there's no, hey, we won last week. Let's see what we can do.
So you don't
It's
get
going to be different every single time.
yeah, it's all out of luck of the draw. Yeah.
So we've got Bobby Labonte joining. Spire
Fire motor.
Spire Motorsports, thank you, has just bought Levine Racing. So they've got, so Spire Motorsports has just bought Levine Family Racing, LFR.
Yeah.
So they will acquire LFR's NASCAR charter, the team's race shop, and all owned inventory. As a technical partner of Joe Gibbs Racing, LFR's current fleet of vehicles and chassis will return to Joe Gibbs Racing upon completion of the 2020 season. And then so what that means is Spire Motorsports, which who is it that drives? They're not in the Cup Series, right?
No, they're all Xfinity.
Yeah, so they're the colleague racing drivers. So Chastain, Sorensen, Haley. Those drivers, I'm guessing 2 of them will become Cup Series drivers next year because they will be a 2-car Cup Series team. And I don't know if they're going to continue with the Xfinity Series and all their, accomplishments, which I don't see why they wouldn't. But I don't see them being a 3-car team in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah. I see them going at least 1 car in the Cup and then maybe 2 in Xfinity. Or maybe they,
it says that they're going with two cars.
So they're only keeping 2 cars. Okay.
No. They're going with 2 cars into the Cup Series. So they're going to have 2 cars racing full time.
Okay, so they are doing 2 and 1 then, or
yeah. So they're going to do 2 cars in the Cup Series. So then we don't know where the Xfinity Series will. We don't know what's going to go on with that. All I know is that they've got 2 cars running in the Cup Series next year.
yeah.
MGM Grand joins NASCAR with sports betting. I don't know a whole lot about sports betting, but I guess that's super big to have MGM.
Yeah, MGM is the world's largest sports betting company. They literally started sports betting out in Vegas. Like they're head of the business when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So
Darlington, for their throwback race, is expected to see 8,000 fans.
yeah.
Mike Lynette is doing a throwback to Junior Motorsports.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a cool livery.
So we have all the things up. That will be
Oh, hell yeah.
Richard Childers for Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick. Going back to the Busch series.
Hell yeah.
And then the 01 and 06 champion car. Denny Hamlin is to when he won the USAC Silver Crown. Richard Childers throw homage to Jeff Burton. Penske.
That's Tyler Reddick.
No, I know, but this is throwing homage.
Oh, okay.
Burton's
Never
car.
mind.
Yeah. This one to honor Paul Menard. Clint Boyer is going to drive a Kyle Petty inspired throwback. Wood Brothers to honor Lund Ranch. Lund Ranch. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then you got Logano.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
That one and the number 3.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, see, that's the one. Yep. Hell, that's sick. That's
I,
nice.
there's the John Andretti throwback.
Hell yeah. Larry Pearson,
That's a
Buck Baker, David Pearson, Cale Yarborough, Sam Hart, and Larry Pearson.
champions who were born in South Carolina, and that's the last of them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure there's going to be more being announced too.
Yeah,
This is just some weird miscellaneous news that nobody really cares for, but I don't even know how to say this man's name. Nick Igdalski. He is the CEO of Pocono Raceway. He competed in the first ever Daytona road course race in ARCA. I don't know where he finished, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, having a CEO of a track. It's like having a Doug Bowles race and, you know, like whatever, anything.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I think that's, I think a lot of people wanted to be able to say that they ran the first Daytona road course race. No matter.
Yeah. Right. It's like, who cares? Just, I run it, you know,
Yeah.
or I ran it.
Yeah. I knew what you're saying.
Before we started this podcast, didn't you ask me if Texas was going to have fans?
No, I asked if Dover was, but Dover says they're not having fans due to
Okay.
saying no.
Gross.
Yeah.
The Truck and Cup doubleheader at Texas will allow fans.
Yeah.
So if you live in Texas and you guys listen to this, you guys are allowed to go.
Yeah, I knew Texas was going to allow fans because that was a big thing at the beginning of when they were starting to announce places having fans. That was one of the first tracks that said, we're going to have fans.
Yeah. Back to Indy 500 week. Fernando Alonso, he was out practicing, hit the little concrete. I don't even know what they call them.
I didn't see. Was it just one of the barricades or?
Well, so he was going and he touched the concrete on the apex of turn 4.
Oh, okay.
And got loose, hit the outside wall, and then spun all the way through the pits, tapping one of the inside walls, and then coming to a stop. But when, but it's like it's every year. I feel like. I mean, I'm not dogging on Fernando Alonso. I mean, he's got talent. He's a damn good racer too. But I feel like ever since he announced, like the very first time, I think it was like what 2016, 2017. I think it was 2017 whenever he was like, hey, I'm running the Indy 500. It's been nothing but failure.
Yeah.
I'm not calling him a failure. Like his first race, his engine gave out mid-race on the front stretch. He had to pull off in the short shoots of 1 and 2. The practices the following years after that, it's been nothing but wrecks and, you know, heartache. But hopefully he can come a finish this year. You know, he's with Arrow McLaren SP, you know. That's a damn good team. They've been nothing but consistent, shown nothing but challenge. Like, hey, come challenge us. So, but hopefully he can finish this one.
Like I said, you know, anything can happen at the good old Brickyard.
Yard of Bricks. Yeah. So then, what was it? Dixon, the first night of qualifying. So instead of letting somebody else go out, he went out and had the fastest speed, but it didn't count because he quit. You know, he was just saying, hey, you know, don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Following day, Marco Andretti got the pole, so he didn't have what it took. And then the last practice, so post-qualifying practice, Dixon actually spun. He didn't damage his car too bad, but he had a little bit of damage. So that sucks to see. Somebody with a lot of speed and you know, a lot of hopes to win this race.
Yeah, they said he would have had it if he didn't wreck.
Yeah. So, but you know, it is what it is. I'm excited. We'll be posting updates on this upcoming Indy 500 this Sunday at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I was wondering
Eastern Standard Time.
to, go live and, along with the race, but I don't think we can with
Yeah.
copyright.
But
So,
yeah. Well, if you guys enjoyed, thank you guys for watching, listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to the Facebook, enter the giveaway.
go to
You
Gutswear.
guys are competing for these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to
Yep.
Gutswear on the eBays. Go buy some shit.
And
Support your local business.
if you're listening to this later on in the year, when Gutswear's Racing's website is up, go there, buy your diecast needs, go and support them. Great.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that they've, wanted to join up with us and, do this giveaway. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next episode.